I also want to say, since we're talking about, French culture,
Oui.
Eric, where were you last Sunday? Were you near the Louvre?
Last Sunday?
Were you by the Louvre? Should we be reporting you to Interpol? Were you one of the guys who took the Napoleon's jewels?
Remember Suzanne Summers?
Of course.
Junior, before your time?
No,
Company.
He grew up with Three's Company.
My God, Three's Company. We sang the jingle.
Yeah.
Anyhow, her and her husband have been together for 55 years.
Yeah.
And it turns out that they have made a robot with AI intelligence who looks like her, who's blonde, who has been fed 27 of her books. So she knows everything about Suzanne Summers.
Right.
And then they asked, for example, in a demonstration that they did, they asked her, so Suzanne, what was one of your greatest memories with your husband? She said, it was one time when we were doing blah 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 blah. And he was like, oh my God. The what I was gonna talk about is not transitional at all. It's about Kris Jenner. So Kris Jenner, when she had her facelift, everyone was like, oh my God. And I'm like, are you people stupid? This is Photoshop. The harm is that people really believe that you can attain that you could be 67 or close to. She looks great, but it's not the same thing that that she puts out there. And I don't know why she does that.
I know
she doesn't
why.
need to do that.
Of course she does.
So she's everywhere. Get ready.
We are live.
Well, I love that we're live and that I can hear Eric in my ears.
We're already started?
Yes, we are.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. So welcome everybody to episode 366. Yes. And look, they've sat on the couch today.
So many people. We got them couches.
They got them couches today. Yes.
We're glad to welcome Juanita back.
Yes.
Luz, I can't say the names all the time.
Lucinda was here last week, and
Julis Naces was also.
Julis Naces was here. Lo que los pobres, se le llevaron la abuela ice, and so.
Oh my God! Stop!
And so they're.
That's horrible.
Listen, it's just that's life,
That's just so horrible.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, but we want to thank everybody that's out there. So many people every week is more and more and more.
And you know what? Today we have again the Europeans are back because Eric is in studio.
Yeah.
They don't come when you're not here, by the way.
Yeah, I have the feeling to have a lollipop.
You have
A lollipop.
It's
that
huge one.
that's for another day. That's a different podcast.
Oh my God! Here we go.
But it's funny. No, I will say.
I have a question.
Oh wait, wait. I was gonna before you have your question. I was gonna say actually, I'm glad you have a microphone.
What is the color of that?
Listen, sir.
We're gonna get to that.
You are a
What is
guest.
the
You
color
are a
of that?
guest in this show. Do not come and antagonize me about orange versus yellow. All right.
I'm so glad he's doing that because the first
It's marigold.
the first time he was very quiet, calladito, and now before he says hello,
Ya tiene confianza. No, but what I was going to say before you so rudely attacked me on our show
Thank you.
is that the last time you were on the show, one of the things people kept saying to us was, oh my God, we wish we could hear Eric better, because everybody they could tell we were having a good time with you here and that you were part of the fun. And they were like, I know you guys were trying in the microphone. So I'm glad that you're back and that you have a microphone so that now our listeners and viewers can hear you better.
Not only, but he is also on camera because I have Junior Cam pointed to him right now.
Oh, wow.
So
Listen,
he looks fantastic for everyone.
Not only is he on camera, he is on Junior Cam.
However, but Junior will also be on cam.
Yes.
I fight for Junior.
Yes.
Thank you.
Junior
Thank
has to have his moments too.
1,000%. If not, what are we doing
Or,
here?
or as Eric would say, merci.
Merci
beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Because that's his camera, and he's sharing it with you.
Yes. And then then you come here and you attack me about
Thank you.
yellow and orange.
Thank you for the.
The true colors are coming out. The amber.
And the
amber.
I love that he's sitting in the corner, because it's so. I don't know. It's like it's a penitencia, but not really.
Yeah, but I mean, he looks super.
No, but it's great. It's almost like it's like it should be a recurring bit. You know what I mean? Where it's just like Eric Corner.
Eric's corner. I
Eric's
like that.
corner. Yeah.
I like that every now and
In
then.
the corner.
Well, I listen, Jennifer Grey. I feel like for some reason though, if there wasn't for insurance reasons, I would almost also love to have him just have like an ashtray there, so he could just be like, welcome to Eric Corner.
Because I hate cigarette
Just,
smoke. I hate cigarette smoke.
Well,
and he's making a big effort to smoke less.
Oh well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
just for health
for
reasons.
me, no, and he's not doing it for health reasons. He's like, I'm going to
I know, I'm not
die
doing that for
one
me.
day anyway. But I'm like,
But you don't have to make it sooner.
I mean, I'm like, just look at what the cigarette box says. It kills you.
Right.
you
I think
know?
I think it says it causes cancer. I don't think it says it kills you.
No. It does. It says it kills you.
Really?
Yeah. And if you get the ones from like Asia,
It just
they
has a gun.
No, they have like pictures of someone with like a hole in their neck or like they really
Wow.
graphic pictures. Yeah.
They're just better at everything.
So, well, not everything.
Well, they're smarter at things. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your weekend?
That's usually my first line. and
I know,
you
but
do it.
I felt like I want to mix
Throwing
it
a
up a little bit.
curveball.
Yeah.
How was my weekend? I should get ready for these questions.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Because you know that I draw a blank every time.
That's true.
And what did we do this weekend?
I was gonna say he's not jogging your memory by being here.
What did we do this weekend? Oh my Dios mío. What did we do this weekend? I always forget. ¿Qué hice este fin de semana?
Well, didn't you have dinner on Saturday? You were having dinner with your parents, right? Didn't you guys have a dinner
we had to change it because my mom had to go to the hospital.
again?
Yeah. she's gonna be okay.
Okay.
But
you say that like oh, she had a splinter. Like, is she okay?
No, yeah, she went to the doctor because she got some results of something, and then she had to wait to get the results, but she didn't. My mom's had a really bad cold for like a month, but she's asthmatica.
Oh, okay,
and then
okay,
they found a couple little things that we're checking out. So
Got it.
yeah, and then Sunday. Was that Sunday? Oh my god! I'm so embarrassed.
Eric, what did you guys do this weekend? Since he can't remember.
Saturday we went to see with your mom.
You got to speak towards.
No, I can hear him
the
now. I think the mic wasn't on.
And, like Sunday, I was working technically. Like I was in the kitchen doing all the day, and I was working for like.
Wait, is that when you made the mousse?
Because I was preparing some cake, because we sell cake. So I was doing that. So technically, I spent my Sunday in the kitchen, like baking.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
The way he said that, I don't even want to pull that thread anymore because I'm like, there's going to be a divorce live on air here. I feel like if I.
For the record, because there's two sides to each story, right?
That's true.
So whenever he's in the kitchen, I'm always like, "Would you like some help?" No, because you can't do that. I'm like, so I try to. You want me to cut some things, and as a matter of fact, I did help you. I was cutting all those little things that the cake requires. Yeah. So I always ask him, "You want me to help you?" No, it's okay. You can do it. So it's like, ¿qué hago? ¿Te peino o te hace papelillo?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, but no, I don't think we did much then. Just that, no. We just bought a lot of food because we had people over yesterday, and so yeah, we had so we ate. Yeah.
So what did you do this weekend? We ate.
Yeah,
Eric made cakes.
We didn't do anything exciting.
That I will say, was the mousse made also this weekend?
Oh my god, it was so
that
good.
looked so good.
It was so
crazy.
good.
That looked phenomenal.
It's super easy.
It's so easy to make, and it was so good.
Well, I don't know how easy it is, but it looked
Very
delicious.
easy. It's very simple. I can make it. It was so because when he made it, I was like, okay.
Well, I should have bring.
Yeah, you should have brought. We should have brought. I forgot to bring you my Chico Mirta.
Beda. And I forgot to remind you. I forgot to
damn it.
remind you. Yes.
Some of our guests are probably saying, "What are they talking about?"
Well, they should go check out episode 365.
There you go. An entire year.
That's right.
So now it's my turn to ask you.
Yes, you can ask me. Go ahead.
Hey, Ishmael, what did you do this weekend?
So this weekend, so last Friday we had our fundraiser for 305 Pink Pack at Beat Culture. Thank you everybody who came out for that. Throughout the rest of the month, we are still going to donate 10% of all sales for the Guayaba Queso wings and Guayaba Queso sandwiches to 305 Pink Pack. So if you haven't come out yet, Wednesday through Friday, our residency at Beat Culture starting at 6 p.m. And nice. You can still be part of the donation. Saturday, I came and I saw this guy you might know. You might have heard of this guy, Junior.
The star of this the podcast that you guys have.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Well, he is the breakout star.
Yeah, the breakout star.
Realistically speaking, yes.
We have to get credit where credit is due.
You know what? We have to. Otherwise, what are we even pretending here?
True.
On Saturday, so as we had mentioned, he had Random Fun Time, his 2-man show with Randy Garcia. So actually, me and your cousin Darian, we came on Saturday to see his show, and sir, It was a hoot and a holler. It was absolutely a blast. You guys did a kick-ass job, and we'll probably talk about it a little bit more when we ask him about his his weekend recap. But can't wait for the next one. And guys, if you didn't make it out to this one, and I know you didn't because I was there and I didn't see you there. No, not you. Then when they're coming back, you gotta come out. And there's only about 30 seats because it's here in the studio, so it's very intimate. It's very intimate. So come check it out, and you get to bask in the glory that is Junior.
And finally meet him in person.
And exactly, he exists. He's a real person.
Well, that was a pretty packed weekend.
Yeah,
Well,
as Eric would say, once again, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Wow.
And then Sunday went out to dinner for your cousin's birthday to Chef Adrian.
Oh, I was not told about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Está bien.
It's okay. Don't tell him about your birthday.
Oh, that's okay. That's very nice. I even called him. No me dijo nada. No pasa nada. Can you fill in one day? Sure, no problem. Birthday, nothing. Está bien. No pasa nada. All good. Segue. Okay.
In all fairness, you had things to do on Sunday.
But he still could have. But I was never considered.
Well, maybe
I could have been like, sorry, I have plans, but I was never considered. It's okay. No me afectó en lo absoluto. By the way,
the pesadito energy coming through.
Well, no, it's a real energy. And as a matter of fact, I was.
I love how we're both talking and we're both doing this like passive aggressive, like table cleaning. We're like, so yeah, that's that thing. It's like
I was watching back just for accuracy reasons. This whole thing that we had about whether he was a Chico Mirta.
Right.
Now, be honest. You can tell in that interview with him on the phone that he was not being truthful.
Well, I don't know.
Don't be
I don't know. Look, listen, Roger, I am not going to speak about somebody else's truth.
Don't be... excuse me. Porque tú eres el que sembraste ahí el veneno. You were the one who told me that my cousin, his entire life, had told you he was a Chico Mirta. So I call my cousin. He's like, well, unofficially. I know when he starts like that, es una mentirita. So watching that back, tell me that you didn't think that he was lying.
Oh, I don't know if he was lying per se. I just think how do I put this?
He was lying. He was lying.
I don't think he was lying. I think it's a conflation of events and statements.
That's BS. Okay, you know what? Why don't we go now to one of my favorite moments?
So we are going to go to the Junior recap, but I will say...
Do we have a name for it? No, we never given it a name.
No, we didn't give it a name. Junior recap.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine. We're going to be basic bitches about that
okay.
one. I will tell you, over the weekend at the dinner, actually, we were having a conversation about this because and everyone there said actually that, and Junior even agreed last week that we should start to reduce the time again because the fun part of it is to see if he can do it because eventually it's going to be at 2 minutes. It's like, yeah, he can do it in 2 minutes.
No, Ishmael, we had agreed that we're going to top it at 1 minute. But I insist that there's
what are we
a
at now?
pattern
No, what are we at
that
now?
he's trying to take time away from Junior. Y Junior, como es un amor de Dios, he's never going to tell you anything.
This is not me trying to take time away from Junior and his presence on the show. Al contrario. But I'm trying to keep it, fun.
Are you trying to say that he's getting not fun?
I'm saying that he enjoys a challenge.
Okay, so what do you want to give him? 10 seconds?
Coño,
we started with 22 seconds. 22, 25, 27, 32, 30.
Well, wait, but I was going to say, where are we at now?
We were at 42.
So it would be 47 seconds.
No. Last week was 37.
Oh, okay.
So this week was going to be 42 seconds, but obviously you think it's too much. So let's take away. So instead of... We're down to 37 or 32. Soon, Junior, we're going to be back to 10 seconds. But, I'm doing my best.
There's only about there's only like 5 episodes left in the season. So you should be fine.
Yo no puedo seguir nadando contra la marea.
All right, Mark Anthony.
So how much are we giving him?
All right. So we were at what? 42 now?
So now we're going back.
I'm asking a question.
No.
37 was
so
the
okay.
last.
So here's the thing. We can do 42, but let me finish.
No.
Oh yeah. Pesadito energy.
I'm very offended by that, Junior.
Listen.
On your behalf.
Listen, PE, we can do the 42 and then we'll start next week going backwards because then it'll, we'll by the time the season ends, he'll be at like 22 again.
Okay. So 37 seconds.
I just said 42.
Okay, 42 seconds. In 3, I don't know how to do the countdown backwards. How can I put to like a timer? Can I put timer to 32 seconds? No, because then I won't know how much he went over. Okay, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
ready. In 3.
Oh wait, are you ready, Junior?
We're gonna do 42 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Friday was an incredible night here at Cultura Media House. We had a live reading of Robbie Ramos at Rowie, his script with Hector Medina, Smoking Profits. We had a bunch of actors here. We had help from Emily as well, and shout out to everyone that has helped out with that and that read. It was an incredible experience with me and for me, and I got to sit next to Ruben Rabasa. Saturday was the best time because it was the random fun time with Randy Garcia and all the help from Michael Ferrero, Robbie Ramos, Joel from New Wave, and I cannot thank everyone that showed up. Ish, the country of Ismael that I named it that day. He was a part of a dating show. We'll talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Best time of my life. Thank you.
You did it at 41 seconds. You were so violent with your phone there.
Because I was upset from
Because,
before.
yeah, it had to end.
Another packed weekend.
I mean,
My gosh, that's a
esta
lot to do.
vida no la puede vivir todo el mundo.
And because
Yo me sacrifico.
I think
por
it
usted.
happens when you're a lot younger. I mean, there's a lot packed in there. Wow, that's a lot. I always say that, but it's true.
So
Compared to us.
So I actually want to talk a minute about Random Fun Time because again it was the opening night for Junior's show,
Yes.
and sir, like I said earlier, had a fantastic time. Thank you for letting me play. They actually had me on stage for one of the skits. And how did it feel to see? Because you're saying that I'm taking time away from Junior here. I'm giving Junior an entire segment.
Mm-hmm. It's called damage control.
No, it's called you don't know my life.
Oh wow.
So, made me lose my train of thought. Damn it, derailed the train.
Karma.
How did it feel to finally just because I know you had been working on it for a while? How did it feel to just kind of put it up on its feet finally and see it in front of everybody?
The greatest thing. I mean, like anything that you work on, you call it your baby. So whenever you can have your baby out there, and then share it with the people that you want to, which is the community, and grow the community within that, it's the best double whammy in the world. And to have what I feel my purpose on full display and to share it with someone like Randy, which I feel is a yin to the yang here. Very, very special. So thank you. Thank you to everyone at Cultura, and thank you for saying yes and playing on
Always.
that, because Ish was a part of the Cultura Love
All right.
Conexión.
I love that.
It
with
was
the character
yeah.
of Don Bigote,
It was great.
Bigote.
It was
I
great. That
was-
was his character.
the host Don Bigote, and Robert Eaglestein was the lucky bachelor looking for love. And
Yes.
Ish was a potential suitor
I didn't
there,
get
one of the
picked.
contestants.
No?
But
No,
yeah.
that was the first one eliminated.
Unfortunately,
Wah, wah.
That was too much.
It was too much.
That was too much for them to handle.
It was.
Yeah.
¿Cómo era la canción de I don't want this better for this? No, never mind. It was another one. It was a Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
I don't think you're ready for this
Bootylicious.
journey. I don't think you're ready for this journey.
Yes.
My body's too
But I encourage everybody. The next one, I don't know when it's going to be, Junior.
December.
Oh, well, there we
December.
go. In December
We
what?
don't know. We don't know exactly the date. It'll probably either be the 13th or the 20th of December.
Okay,
but
well, I can't think of a better
yes.
way to celebrate the holidays than
Love that.
laughing and just literally contributing to the arts as well here in,
good energy.
in Miami. And good energy. Like, there was such a fantastic energy that day. Like, you guys, honestly, you would have loved it. Because not only did we get to see our boy here shine and show all of his fucking talents, but everybody was just in a good place. Like,
I think it has to do with the
everybody-
place. Like, there's always everyone that I've met here has always had that
Yeah.
good, genuine energy.
Yeah, it was just like, nobody sat down and was kind of like, all right, show me. You know what I mean? Everybody was like ready to play, to
Like-
embrace it.
Ningún antipático.
There we go. There were no antipathic people. No,
Is that a word?
it is not.
You know why I asked that? Because when I used to work at NBC years ago, early in my career, my boss, the news director, was Americano, right? And I said this word, and I could swear that I was right. Oh my God. And I said, no, because my friend was supposed to come this weekend and she embarcaded me.
Oh, you said.
And he's like, he what? I mean, and I'm like, she embarcaded me. It's like, what does that mean? I'm like, she embarcaded me. She embarcaded. She's
I
like,
just repeated it.
me embarcó. And I mean, I practically grew up in this country, and I thought I was in my early 20s that embarcaded was a real word.
Because we say it.
Eric,
It's not a real word, but we say it that way.
Let me cue in, Eric. Embarcaded is, well, it's not a word.
Well, like they sold you out.
Right. So, but is that
Stood up.
Right, right.
Being stood up.
Embarcaded? Disembarking.
no?
No, right. No, not like in the
That's what I wanted to
context
explain.
of travel.
Yeah.
Like in Spanish, si te embarcó, it doesn't mean that they boarded you.
But I don't even think
It
that's a
means-
real word.
Oh well, listen, I'm not gonna have that
They
conversation
take
because
you- is
it's that they left you high and dry. Like they
cancel
like
you.
if they told you they were gonna go do something and then they didn't show up.
Right. Like, we're gonna go have dinner. She's coming over.
Right.
A minute,
20
an
minutes,
hour.
yeah.
I'm not going. Me embarcó.
Me embarcó.
But I don't think that's a
Okay.
real word.
That I don't know,
I
but
mean-
I can definitely tell you that embarcaded is not a word. Is not a
Right.
word. Yes,
That was 20 years ago. No, more than 20 years ago.
but I say that all the time.
But I would right. We say
Yeah.
it, but I would say it so much that I said she embarked. I'm telling this to my freaking news director at NBC. She embarkaded me. I mean, I should have pretty good grammar and great, command of the English language, right?
No, sometimes
and I
the
was
Miami
so
comes out.
embarrassed. I was so well. There's where I found out too that I had an accent. We've talked
Oh, that's
about
right.
it.
That's right. Yes,
It was there, so whatever.
You discovered a lot during your time at NBC.
Yeah, I did. Some things I cannot go into.
Well, I wasn't gonna.
But you know what I discovered, and I was such an idiot. You know what I discovered at NBC that I had good ideas. You know why? I'm not gonna say bad words, but I had an assistant news
I'll say
director.
them for you.
I know. I had an assistant news director, and I came up with this idea. I said, wouldn't it be great to put overweight people in a room and basically have them, like, I don't know, do like games and stuff and see whoever loses more at the end would win.
So you-
He's like, Roger, that would be so mean.
And-
That would never work on TV.
And then Biggest Loser.
The Biggest Loser. And then another one, I was like, wouldn't it be great to have people that are, I didn't say the word ugly, but are not that pretty, and that you could go, get them in on the street and do a makeover, right? I think that would be, he's like, Roger, you can be mean on TV. Ambush makeover. Like all those things. It's like, and I should have followed my gut and done those things. And I would have been, pretty wealthy today
Well, it's funny you say that. Actually, you set me up for a great transition
without knowing.
Without knowing. You're starting to the flow is starting to happen. So, I saw something on.
What do you mean it started to happen? We always have flow.
No. But reading each other's mind, like that type of like
You're right.
that again. You've
you're
been doing
right.
this for a minute now, so now it's starting to
You're
like
right.
that flow.
Yeah, I'm not special anymore.
You're like you are special, damn it. And if nobody's told you, I'm telling you, you're special. What I've as Eric just sits there and is like, I'm not doing it.
We lost 2 viewers and listeners.
Did we offend someone?
Did we offend you, ladies? Yes.
They-
With
yeah.
what? Oh,
We
might see you later. Okay.
yeah, we offended
Uh-oh.
them.
We hear them going down the stairs.
Yeah.
And and maybe
No,
they'll be back.
they work for Uber as well.
Oh,
So, van a regresar. Tienen que hacer un delivery y regresan.
Really?
Wait, are you being for real or?
Seguimos el show.
Really?
I don't know.
They really work for Uber?
We're talking about our interns that were here. They were
They really work for
hanging out.
Uber? Wow, that's a lot. Like this and that.
See, now I don't know if they do or they don't. Just the smile on Junior's
Well,
face.
good for them.
I have no clue. But what I was gonna say is,
This is a random fun time.
it is a random fun time. So you were talking about how like you discovered when you were at NBC that you were creative, right? That's what you just said. Like you're like, oh, I discovered I
Yeah.
had ideas and I was creative. And they recently did a study about creativity and talent. And what they found is that and I'm just going to kind of go through the screenshots. There's some neuroscientists that are now saying talent is actually a myth. And your brain basically trains creativity. And so a researcher from MIT once said, a creative person isn't someone who has ideas. It's someone who's not afraid to try them. It's the fear of not being gifted that shuts down millions of minds. People don't draw, write, or build things for years just because someone in school once told them, you're not talented. That wasn't feedback. It was a sentence. One they end up repeating to themselves every time they avoid risking failure. And there's a neuropsychologist that's Richard Boyatzis, who said
Richard, what?
Boyatzis, Boyatzis.
Está peligroso.
I know, that's why I'm like Boyatzis. Like I had to enunciate. I was very careful with that one. But he said, creativity is the ability to tolerate chaos. It doesn't take a gift. It takes the guts to stay in uncertainty longer than most. So talent is just trained resistance to running away when you don't know what to do. And that's the exact moment when real creativity begins.
Okay, can you give me the ChatGPT short version of that?
No, because then you're going to fail the test again.
It was like I was trying to follow, but it was
Basically,
give me the
in a
the
nutshell,
VO. Yeah.
the cliff notes of it.
The cliff notes. Give it to me
in a
because
nutshell,
I kind of like.
is that many times we say, "Oh, so and so is talented."
Wait, in all fairness, I'm sorry I interrupted you. The thing is that I have a headache, so I'm serious. I have a really bad headache.
No, that's true. You do. No,
suffer from
you
a
did.
headache. So like that. That's,
you basically
I'm not trying to be
tú
mean.
entraste like asking for Tylenol, and then I was like, Roger, no autism. So I didn't give you any.
I got it like a second late. Yeah, no Tylenol because you become autistic.
Because then the spectrum happens. But what they're basically saying is. I love how he's sitting there, and I can't tell if you're enjoying it or judging me, and I don't want to know either.
Never.
No,
Judging.
and I don't know. I'm saying, and I don't want to know.
I don't. French. Never.
No, remember that he understands Spanish, but not when we speak fast.
Oh, that's true. That's
Oh
true.
wait, but we're speaking English.
We were in English. I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm like,
English.
es que te duele la cabeza. Te duele la cabeza. That's
That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. My God, it just keeps getting worse for me every getting stupider, and that's not even a word.
But it's okay. So you're not getting stupider. You're actually potentially getting more creative because according to what this was saying, see how I tied it back? What basically was this? What this was saying is that many times people who we've labeled as creative or talented, it's people who just keep trying at things. And so it's the 10,000 hours, right? It's like in order to be good at something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours or whatever. And many times people who say like, oh, I don't know how to do this. It's because you tried it once or twice and somebody basically said, oh, you can't draw. Oh, you can't.
Y te cortan.
And that's it, right? Te cortan. Like, so you basically, you're like, oh, well, I can't do it. And the fear of being judged by
I think that happens
outside
with everybody,
factors.
yeah.
But I think that's great. Like you were just saying, it was the first time you felt like you could be creative. And I wonder if an element of that is because when you were working for NBC, you were in West Palm Beach and you weren't in your comfort zone here in Miami.
No, I wasn't.
And so maybe you felt a little bit more open to like, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm just going to try because there's no fear in terms of like what people are going to think of me because people here don't quote unquote know me. Well, I'm wondering.
It was a combination of things. I was very insecure about the way that I spoke because like I said, I never knew that I had an accent, right? And then it was brought to my attention that I had an accent.
Right.
And I went and I got a coach that I would pay like $50-$60 an hour to teach me how to say from instead of 90. It's not, the judge,
right.
stuff like that. But then I was very preoccupied with that. And then when I would track, meaning when I would put voice on my scripts, I would sound like this so that I can enunciate every single word. And my friend was like, what's wrong with you? That's what I would do. Everything was like...
I want you to do the rest of the podcast in that voice.
It was like, and tonight, 2 people are dead. And my friend Diane Fernandez, who was a reporter for Channel 7, she's like, Roger, why do you speak like that? And because that's how I speak. She's like, no, you don't. And I would change. The time I changed was when I was covering Dating Me. The Elian Gonzalez, you were probably not born, right? Elian Gonzalez.
Of course not.
You were probably like 2.
Yo fui a la escuela con Marisley la prima que está. Hazme el favor,
Of
bro.
course you did. Bueno, when I had to move down here for 30 days to cover that whole saga. And then I got my script one time and no había tiempo. I was like, and I said it really fast. And then my friend Diane called me and she's like, oh my God, what did you do with your script? I'm like, oh my God, I know. I read it really fast. I didn't practice. She's like, no, whatever you did, that's how you do it. You sounded like a human being, not like a robot.
Right.
So to this day, like not doing this, but if I have to track something in English, I'm very self-conscious of it.
Right.
But back then, I back to your point, I felt that my wings were clipped a little, like that would never work. And instead of saying, maybe you're right. Yeah, you work in a TV station. How can we make that happen? So and I think also sometimes people that get the furthest in life are not necessarily the smarter
100%.
smarter ones. I think the ones that have grit, determination, and they're persistent, and they don't give up. I have friends que le podían decir no 500 veces. They couldn't care less. They will go back. A mí me dicen una vez, because that's a side of me that, I'm believe it or not, I am shy. I always tell you this. But when I'm in a comfortable situation, I can kind of mask it, or if I feel comfortable.
Well, you're in a comfort zone, right? That's a different.
But I am a shy person, believe it or not. People I know, I'm like, I am, because remember, I would never speak in public. In my job for 20 years, I never did. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's not always necessarily the smartest. I think it's what you grow up in and who you have around you that can kind of shape you and guide you, or
cut your wings.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember when I graduated from UM, and I was so sad that day. I'm like, here I am, the first person graduating from first of all from high school, and then from a college in my school. My family. And I was so depressed when I graduated from UM, and to me it was a big deal. I'm like, I'm graduated from UM, and my dad's like, ¿Qué te pasa? And I'm like, no, imagínate, getting a job now on TV is going to be so difficult. I mean, I'm not the smartest one here. Like, he's going to get a job. And my dad's like, tú nunca sabes. You just have to work hard and you'll be fine. And he was actually right.
Yeah.
I wasn't the smartest. I wasn't stupid. I wasn't the prettiest, but I wasn't ugly. But I wanted it really bad. And I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, determination will get you a lot further than quote unquote talent a lot of times. I tell people all the time, what inspires me the most is spite.
Spite, yeah. That will get you proving someone wrong.
Oh, yes. If you tell me that, no, I don't think that's a good idea, or I don't think you should do it, or I don't think it's going to work, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to give it a shot. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I can see that side of you.
Yeah, I'm kind of petty that way.
I can see that.
But yeah.
No, you also have a kind soul, because you have a kind soul.
Yeah.
But I can also see
I like to prove people wrong. I may not seem like a very confrontational person, and generally I'm not, but my whole thing is, you know what? You don't get to tell me what I am capable of.
makes total sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a part of it is also, we said this several times on the show, a part of it is also like, being the child of, my grandparents and my parents came to this country, and it's like, mis abuelos no dejaron todo allá para yo venir aquí a pasar, you know what I mean? Like to be a nobody, or to not take advantage of the opportunities that they thought were here for their family. So you know what? I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
But if you think about it, a lot of the people who tell you that are people que son unos amargados.
Oh, yeah.
That they're very negative, that they couldn't accomplish the things that they wanted
Unhappy
to
with their own
accomplish.
life. Yeah.
So they want to bring you down.
Yeah, it's easier.
It's like an energy sucker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you. I have a really big problem, and I'm not sure how we're going to handle this. I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Okay, well, we can pause.
I'm sorry. I have to, I drank water before coming here, and now is that a problem? How do we do this? That's never happened.
I'm gonna give you a bottle and just
I have been holding it. I think I've been a little off because I have been holding it.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do?
Well, we can talk to Eric.
Okay,
we
I'll
can
go
we
really
can,
fast.
Yes. Okay, I was gonna cut to a commercial,
I'll
but
go really
okay.
fast. No, I'll count me down. 2 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin the camera. How do I do it?
Nothing.
Por acá.
You just walk around.
Por acá. Just walk around.
Ahí se va.
Mind you, this is a first.
I can't take it.
This is a first in the history of Pero Let Me Tell You. We have never had anyone. We have never had anyone. He's even broke the door. We never had anyone.
Think about the water.
Do Seriously, nobody has ever done taken a bathroom break in the middle of the show, and that we've kept going. So this is a first. Roger's the first.
I think it happened to me once. I was in Ireland. I was living in I was doing an exchanging to speak English and whatever. And I was in Dublin, and there we were drinking beers and beers and beers. So
that's what you do in Dublin.
After to go back home, I had an hour of bus. So I took the bus and I forgot to go to the bathroom before. So during an hour in the bus, I couldn't go down because there was the last bus. So I arrived technically at the stop of the bus, and there you arrive, the little residency, very cute and everything, very proper, no trees, nothing. And after I have to walk during 20 minutes to arrive at home.
So hour in the bus and then a 20-minute walk.
Minutes after. So I was, okay, I can make that. I'm going to make it because I was not going to pee in the street. And after 2 minutes, you know when you feel the little thing very hard, you say, "Oh my God, it never happened to me." There, I have to stop in the middle of the street, and I pee
Yes.
just in the middle of the street. There were no trees, nothing. I was peeing like that, and I can't.
But okay, what are you gonna do? I mean,
Well, so like, it's
and
like
that's
it
how
happened to
Eric got
me
arrested
once.
for indecent exposure. That's how. No, but that's one of those things where, like, listen, you're trying to hold it and you're trying to be. No, it gets to a point where you're like, this is
Yeah.
it. It does not matter.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and thank God it was the number one, because the number two would have been a problem.
No, we would have gone to commercial for that one.
I apologize. Can I hear myself?
There we
I
go.
apologize. I went to the bathroom before I got
That's
here.
okay. We were speaking about my experience. So.
Yes, Eric was sharing
Beautiful one.
about his I can't hold it much longer experience.
Well, no, he never goes to the bathroom anywhere, like in the closet. In the closet.
Well, I hope he doesn't go to the bathroom in the closet. That's not where you go to the bathroom.
I meant like in the planes or like in the. Yes.
You know, I pee in the closets all the time. It's just,
God, I
and
don't
if
know
it's a
what's wrong with
walk-in, well,
It must be the crack. I don't know. How did he do? He did good.
of course he did. He's got his own corner
He's a
there.
natural. He feels very comfortable with a
Yeah.
camera. With a, yeah.
When you guys do stuff, you're
Yeah.
very natural.
Very
like
natural.
for someone who doesn't do this for a living, right?
Well,
because
well,
because you do it for a living.
He always tells me that.
Yeah, we
you
were
don't,
speaking
but you're
about
very natural.
I don't know. I think it's easy for me when nobody cut me. You know, like it's more difficult when we did like a little reel, like where I was cooking,
Okay.
and there I have like a boss who's telling me like, okay, let's do it again like that. Let's do it like that. So there, it's more difficult, and the more that you're doing that to me, at the end, I'm kind of
Upset
like that.
and the French comes out.
Okay.
And so it's difficult. Like, I don't know. I have no problem to have a micro in front of me and everything, but I have a problem when people tell me what to do.
Okay.
Well,
If I may I?
then
Okay.
this is a very interesting combination because
Yeah.
I'm assuming so does he. So.
Well, yeah. May I? Let me make something very clear, which I tell him too. I have a little bit of experience on TV, right? I've been
A bit.
Yeah, a couple of decades, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to have him understand is that when you're filming something, if you're gonna show, put 3 eggs, and I don't record it with a video, then you don't have it.
It didn't happen, yeah.
So you have to wait for him. I gotta be like, okay, I'm ready in 3, 2, because he'll be like, da, 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 da. I'm like,
Well,
no.
he's in a groove.
I'm like I can't, you can't, because if not, we don't have it.
Right.
You know, or like if you want to say something and then I'm down here and I'm showing a freaking egg, it doesn't. So you have to wait until I tell you in 3. I'm like, I had to do that all my life with photographers when I was doing cooking segments. It was like,
But you're
and they're
used
like,
to it.
and they're like, because I'm, but
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But there's a
It's-
difference. There's a difference. I can understand that there's a learning curve. The difference is that he doesn't want to do it. He's like, you're interrupting my work. I'm like, but I need to do it. If I don't get it, if we don't put stop and then I record it, here are the eggs.
We got nothing.
Here the Latina. Then we have. So he's like, but you can't stop me. I'm like, I have to. And then by then we're already like, okay, smile. So that's what he doesn't understand.
And that's how you spent your Sunday making cakes.
Yeah, technically, like, and I was baking like for the cake, and I was baking because and cooking because we had a dinner last night.
Yep.
So I was doing the both at the same time.
Niño, pero viene para acá a trabajar.
He likes to cook. He's very good.
Every time that you're here, all I hear is like, you don't know because Eric is cooking because I'm having people over. No, Eric is cooking because I'm having people over.
Because
no,
Because
having people over.
People love his food.
You know,
Fair
why?
enough, but tell him no sometimes, bro.
He enjoys it.
No, but
enjoys
in my
it.
country, in France, when it's more common to go to the people to have dinner and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you're going to the restaurant when
Right.
you meet with people. In my country, we prefer to do
Get
something
at home.
cozy at home and to share like food. Like I'm not doing anything special. I'm doing like a sharing plate.
Ooh.
So like, I don't know. It's like, and I always told him like at the beginning when we met, and I told him, why don't you tell to your friends to come over? Like
Yeah.
we can have drink and say, oh, because we don't do that here. We're going to the restaurant.
I mean, I prefer to hang out at somebody's house. Just generally speaking, it's cheaper. Number one.
Not
necessarily.
necessarily.
In the grand scheme of things, because I'm not paying for parking, I'm not paying for a toll, I'm not paying for gas. So it's in my mind, I'm like, it's cheaper in that sense. But also, it's just more intimate. It's more, and you can, if you want to stay there for 10 hours, you can. You know what I mean? Like there's no, if you're at a restaurant at a certain point, they're going to be like, we're closing. You need to get the fuck out. You know, or we need that table because it's dinner time and we have to turn over after an hour and a half or whatever. So it is nicer to do something at home.
And I like the fact, because I come from meaning from always watching TV. And I like that. I picked that up from their culture, that when you're in someone's home, you don't have the TV on. I mean, I have the TV on playing some music, but not.
Yeah, but that's different. Yeah,
different. But so because before I wasn't like that. If someone would come home, I would have to like put on the TV. I'm like, no. So we actually spend time talking to people, looking at each other.
That's actually one of the things that like your cousin cannot not have. Like sometimes he'll come over my house like to pick me up before we go to an event or something, and he'll be like, "How are you here in silence?" And I'm like, "It's because
that's a foreign word for him.
Because it's fine. Like I'm by myself, and like and then we're literally sitting there, we're talking, and he's like, "Oh no, but put on the TV," and I'm like, "But what? But why? Like why? If we're talking, like there's you know what I mean? It's just certain people are just built certain ways."
No, I agree.
Yeah. But I also want to say, since we're talking about French culture, Eric, where were you last Sunday? Were you near the Louvre?
Last Sunday.
Were you by the Louvre? Should we be reporting you to Interpol? Were you one of the guys who took the Napoleon's jewels? You can, okay. He's not even American. He's pleading the fifth.
He is not at liberty to say. He's not at liberty to say.
No, I think it's very sad for my country, actually, to tell you the truth.
I think it's sad, but you know what? I'm gonna say it. I applaud those people because they.
No.
Let me finish. Let me finish. But let me finish. Give me a minute.
Oh my God, he's getting.
I applaud those people because let me tell you something. It takes balls to do that in the middle of the day like that.
Well,
I'm like, I'm saying,
at 9 in the morning at the.
But still,
yeah, but that's the thing, like the most crazy because you think like when you see the movie and everything, like
did people know what we're talking about?
Night and everything, they go with a string like on the thing, and they're like just a guy came.
No, that's what I'm saying because that's why I say I give them.
Is that because I say that it's sad for my country because there is like I don't know, like I'm not like a professional and everything, but the French people are thinking now like. How can that thing happen like at 9 in the morning?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy to me.
Crazy.
It's crazy. And that's why I say like I applaud. Maybe it's not the right way of saying it. But what I'm saying is, in my mind, so for those of you who don't know, Napoleon's jewels were stolen from the Louvre in like broad daylight over the weekend, or last weekend. Normally, to your point, when you hear about those things, you think it's like at 1 a.m. and they sneak in and it's a whole thing.
Broad daylight.
These people basically, they were this close to just being like, thank you. I'm just gonna go out through the gift shop now. You know, like it was so ladder. Like again the balls on these people to do it right. That's so a part of me is just like, wow, tiene que tener cojones. Like you know what I mean. But now what they did was wrong. I'm not saying that it was right, but the part of me is just like, dude, you got to be brave to be like, and this is what we're gonna do at 9 a.m.
Well, I respectfully disagree with the brave part.
I don't know if I'm using the wrong words, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Brazen.
There you go. That's a better word.
But like, part of me was very upset, not because of what they did, but because how could they get away with that? Considering those jewels we were talking about that earlier, they were worth about $100 million, like 88.
Oh yeah, they're priceless jewels. Euros. Yeah.
I mean, how can you not have more security there? How could that have happened? Why didn't you have 3 or 4 people guarding them? What? I just don't get how people can just come in, and they get out.
I think a part of it is who the hell's gonna walk in broad daylight and steal the jewels?
Oh, now you have the answer.
No, but you know what I mean. Like it's one of those things that until it happens, like a quién se le va a ocurrir that somebody's gonna walk in there at 9 in the morning.
But you have to take into consideration that the Louvre is the most visited museum in the world, and when you have those jewels there, I mean, come on, that needs to be. Guarded, in a way like what you see in the movies. You need to have either like, I don't know.
It should be difficult. It should be difficult to get them.
It should be difficult. Yeah. Voy a poner a little truck.
A little ladder and call it a day.
Me voy, bye-bye.
Yeah. It took me longer to move into my apartment.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
I guess I study a lot the thing because apparently they were like they fixing the Louvre, like they doing renovation, like
that's right.
A big plan. So there were like a street like where they were fixing thing and everything. So they think that they were very prepared because everything was very calculated. They didn't go there and like okay.
No, yeah.
The only thing crazy is that when they left, they lost like a crown, like
crown.
They left one behind?
They left a
Yeah,
crown
they
behind.
lost it in the garden, or I don't know, in the street, like, and somebody find it, like, I don't know who find the thing, and I was thinking, Eric, like, imagine you're in Paris, like, you pass in the street and you did the thing. What are you doing?
I would
after?
return it. I would return it.
I
I
like
would
to
return
think
it.
I would return it,
I would
but no.
return
Here's the thing. Okay, I like to think I would return it, but I don't know that my first thought would be like, oh, these must be the jewels from. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I would think it's costume jewelry. Like I wouldn't think.
I would put it, man. I would just try.
Yeah, I don't because again, I
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah,
I
do
would
that
think,
too.
oh, this is a fake. That's why it's in a garden.
Yeah.
Like somebody was on a costume
that's-
party or
that's
something.
like-
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have thought it was the real ones.
Yeah, no one would.
Right. So that's why I say not that I wouldn't have returned it eventually, but I would have been like, oh, cool. You know, put them on or
No, I would
whatever.
have taken.
Yeah.
I would have done that to take pictures, but I would have. I would have. I
What
would
did it
have.
happen? It was Sunday
It was
Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday. It was over the weekend.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah, I know you were making cakes. Yeah.
I
I
was
know.
making.
So that's his alibi. He was making cakes. That's how we know he wasn't stealing the jewels.
Yeah, I don't know if I will be here because I think maybe I would have sold it.
That's
No, just kidding.
another
I
thing.
couldn't have.
What the hell do you do with those jewels
Who
once
can
you've
you sell
stolen
it?
them?
The black market.
But okay, even
But who
still.
do we know in the black market?
Well, sadly, I don't know. I only know white markets.
You could dismantle it. You know, like one ruby, one
right.
sapphire.
That's the thing is like, how do you even sell this? Because at this point, either you're gonna try to sell it or you're just gonna have it. You can't even put it in like una vitrina in your house.
No, no, they're
It's
gonna
for
be
the-
no.
It's for the clandestine. We say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Clandestine market. So like, I mean, like, it's a shame because I'm not sure they will find the thing again. Like, maybe they will reappear like in 40, 50 years. Like,
Well, wasn't the Mona Lisa stolen?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 At one point, like
Yeah.
during like years and years and years. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like when those types of things get stolen, like, look, if you, and I am not condoning this, but if you break into like a Target and you steal some shit and you sell it, right, for $50 or whatever, yes, I get it. You sold it. Somebody bought the toasters that you stole. You know what I mean? What do you do with this? Even if you sell it, okay, let's say yes, on the, like you said, on the clandestine, the black market, you sell it. If I buy it on that market, what the hell am I going to do with those jewels? Because I can't. But who are you going to show it to?
Show your mafioso friends. When you have
No, because those are the biggest criminals of all. I don't believe in that honor among thieves bullshit.
Oh, I see what you mean. But I guess but eventually.
Because all it
someone
takes
would
is for one of them
yeah,
to
that's
get
it.
arrested, and they'll be
Yeah,
like,
that's a
"If
good
you
point.
if you let me go, I know who has the crown jewels."
Yeah. That's a good point. Like, who could you show it off to? Yourself? Totally. I mean, oh my God, how beautiful.
Yeah, you open the drawer, and you're like, "Wow, pretty." Close it.
I hope they catch them, and I hope they're sentenced to like 30 years in prison.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I mean, especially, is there a lot of CCTV in
That means like closed circuit TV, like cameras inside. That
cameras like in the
there's
street and
a
everything?
camera
and-
inside. There's camera outside too.
Okay, but even just because I know like in the UK, like the streets have a lot of like
Yeah.
the cameras. Same in
Yeah,
Paris.
around the Louvre. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they'll
But after,
identify.
you know, like, it's just like something crazy. Like, when you see that, like, it's bad publicity for
Yeah,
us too.
it's terrible.
True, but at least
And-
you're stealing from yourselves
But after, like,
and not the tourists. So that's nice.
Okay, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, it's called the bright side of things, right?
Okay, on that, let's see.
All right.
I had
So
something.
wait, before we go into your thing, we're gonna listen. You went to
did
the
you catch
bathroom.
that?
You went to the bathroom, and I suggested we take the break when you went to the bathroom, and
Always,
and they said
siempre.
no.
Siempre me conta.
So we're gonna take a quick break now, a real quick break now, for sponsors, and we'll be right back. Hey, Peto Primos, we love our pets, but we don't love the pet overpopulation crisis we're currently facing. That's why, during Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, we're teaming up with Miami-Dade Animal Services to remind you of the many ways you can help make a difference. You can do your part by making sure your pet is vaccinated, microchipped, and sterilized, all services that Miami-Dade Animal Services provides at a low cost. And if you're looking to bring a new pet into your family, stop by the shelter or join the annual Mega Puptoberfest on Saturday, October 18th. This exciting event features adoptable cats and dogs, plus vendors, food trucks, and fun activities for the whole family. Not ready to adopt but still want to help? Consider opening your home temporarily through the foster program, which gives pets a much-needed break from the shelter. Thanks to people adopting and fostering, Miami-Dade Animal Services has saved over 90% of the cats and dogs in their care over the last 10 years. So do your part to help reduce pet overpopulation. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/animals and follow @AdoptMiamiPets on social media. All right, and now we are back. Now we paid some bills. I gave you some time to go to the bathroom again if you needed it.
I didn't.
You didn't, but
They're telling me that since over 50 that I
Courtesy.
probably have problems with my prostate, which is why I go to the bathroom a lot. And I just think that they're bullies. And bullies are not in 2025.
Yes, we're bladder bullies.
He was talking about that. You were talking about it. But Junior was not because he's a good person. He's a good soul. Anyhow, listen, I came across something that I thought was really... Well, I'm not going to tell you what I think. I want to see what you guys think. Remember Suzanne Summers?
Of course.
Junior, before your time? Three's Company?
No, he grew up with Three's
My
Company.
God, Three's Company. We sang the jingle.
Yeah.
She was also mom in Step by Step, and she was selling a Thigh Master.
Yes,
so,
sir.
¿Qué más, bro?
Well, she passed away like not too long ago, right?
Recent-ish, yeah.
I don't know when, a few years ago. She passed away.
I think it was a few months ago.
No, not a few months
Yeah,
ago.
I think it was 2 or 3 years ago.
No, a
That
few
long?
Years, yeah,
Really?
a few
Oh,
years
wow.
ago.
Oh, pasa
Now we
tiempo.
have a producer that I know he's probably checking as we speak,
definitely
so that
checking, yeah.
I'm stretching now to make sure we have the correct time that we need in terms of when she actually passed away.
And that
as he
was
asked,
2023.
Wow.
October.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
right.
Yeah. Last week, October
2 years.
15th.
The
2 years.
15th of
2 years
October.
ago.
oh, that's
so we're
Darren's birthday.
Wow, and we're on the anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay. Coño, wow. Time flies, bro.
So anyhow, her and her husband have been together for 55 years.
Yeah.
They had a very special relationship. And it turns out that they have made a robotic, 3, 2, 1, a robot with AI intelligence who looks like her, who's blonde, who has been fed 27 of her books. So she knows everything about Suzanne Summers.
Right.
And then they asked, for example, in a demonstration that they did, they asked her, so Suzanne, what was one of your, greatest memories with your husband? She said, oh, it was one time when we were doing blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh my God. Now, for me, I think that's kind of scary.
It's
You
incredibly
have
scary.
someone that looks like you, robotic, looks like you, and thinks like you, and you can have not thinks like that person, and you can have a conversation back and forth. I think that would, I think, drive me crazy.
That's terrifying. That
Yeah.
is terrifying. I mean, look, listen, anybody who's watched or listened to the show knows how I feel about AI. In general, I'm not a fan.
Love it.
But I have said this many times. Why are we creating these things? Why are we doing this? I have, in the history of the world, look at all of the reported history.
Hold on 1 second. Eric, it's coming. He gets very upset when we talk about AI. It starts
What?
when we talk about AI. He starts getting very upset.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of artificial intelligence.
Why?
He doesn't like it. We accept it. He doesn't.
I don't like it.
So he'll start. It's
I
coming.
have said this. This is where we're going. So
I'm ready. He starts getting upset.
through the history of the world, I have never seen a species so determined to make itself extinct as us in the last 5 years when it comes to artificial intelligence.
I think it could happen.
I am baffled by how much we are just like, no, let's let the computers do everything. Think for us, look at us, become us. There's AI actresses now. There's literally an AI actress.
Well,
Why? Why are we so dead set on just making ourselves obsolete?
Let
is
it out.
Stupid. I don't get it.
I told you it was coming.
That's
So you
the
don't like it.
No, he doesn't like it. And to add to your fury, I was seeing this. It was a convention for robots, and basically robots depend on humans to like the battery is dead, whatever.
yeah. No, they're not. No.
You know what they do now? They go like this. They extend backward,
And they plug themselves in.
and they put in the new battery.
Of course they do.
And they plug it in.
Anyone has seen Terminator 2 knows this doesn't end well for the humans. Anyone who has seen a dystopian future sci-fi movie knows this doesn't end well for the humans. The machines eventually always rise up and overtake us, and we wind up having to fight them in some war that we're ill-equipped to fight, and then somebody has to invent time travel and send that person back to try and stop everything, but you can't because then it becomes a time paradox, and you just wind up doing the same thing over and over again.
And now breathe.
Well, you have to. You know what you can watch because I think it's very good for that. The series Black Mirror.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love it.
they
Yes.
bring like
That
some
was
topic.
scary.
If you watch Black Mirror from the beginning, like me,
Yes, I have from
years
the
ago and everything.
They're talking about
A lot of topics that they bring, like it was not existing at the time. Like I
Are
mean, there
happening.
was an episode with a girl, like she was playing in Jurassic Park. I don't know, she's English, like a very famous actress, and she was like in the series. They were like given notes, you know, like you were nice with people and you have like.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
That's social media.
Technically, like when you watch that now, you say, "Oh wow, I don't know who wrote the thing, but the guy was a visionary." Like
Yeah. All of the Black Mirrors, but again, it's that thing of like we all watch Black Mirror, right? And we're like, wow, that's so scary. That's so scary. And then we turn right back around and we're like, but let's keep doing it so we get there quicker.
Yeah.
Like figure it out, guys.
I
Are we
agree.
terrified of this or do we just want the world to evaporate? I need you to make a decision.
Well, you see, I still want my chat GPT because it helps me a lot. So I think you have a very valid point. I think as long as you use it for things that are great and that could help, I mean, that's wonderful. And I think ChatGPT helps us all with many things, but I think it's when you cross that line that's like, it's a little scary. When I saw that, what I was talking about, that robot, that looks like
Suzanne Summers,
and speaking like Suzanne Summers and talking about personal experiences that she had with her husband, I'm like, that doesn't seem okay with me. You know,
There's a line in the first Jurassic Park that Jeff Goldblum says. He's like, you guys were so preoccupied with, and I'm going to butcher it now, like it's, you were so fascinated with the fact that we could, that you never stopped to think if we should.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
And again, these robots, all this technology, we have built it. Right? So we, in theory, can control, or could control, at this point, the genie's out of the bottle. We could have controlled to what degree. And it does not seem that there is any type of just, limits on it. I mean, to the point where recently, a lot of these AI image generators, before we're even saying, and this has just come out like in the last couple of days, their whole thing was like, no, we don't want you to be able to make, pornographic images with it and da. Well, guess what? Guess what? That's gone. Now you can. And what's going to happen? Actually, Law and Order SVU literally just did they're another one that's very topical. They just did this whole episode where, there was a girl in a high school and a teacher that were the subject of somebody going and creating an AI images that they were having an affair and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, that's where we're at now. And these companies are just lifting all of whatever self-censored limits they placed upon themselves. And with every growing moment of that, we're going to find ourselves in a situation where it's going to be way more difficult to tell reality from artificial reality or whatever. And we could all be susceptible to being impacted by it in a way that I don't think many people have stopped to think about. And listen, if there is somebody who out there who does not like you or me and creates an image that is very, very, damaging, and puts it out there into the universe, guess what?
There will be people who believe it.
There's people who believe it. And it's going to ruin your career and it's going to ruin your life, even after it's shown that it's an AI, because now we also live in a world where truth no longer matters to certain people. So you can come out and be like, no, but it's fake, but it's fake. It's like, no, it's not fake. No, it's not fake. No, but here's the proof. No, your proof isn't right. You're making it up. So
And it could go both ways.
Right. What I'm saying, so we're placing ourselves in a situation where we ultimately are just not going to win. And I don't understand. Maybe this is the hippie bullshit in me. I don't understand why we're in such a seeming hurry to get there.
Well, let me tell you something. You gotta mentally prepare yourself for what's coming because it's here. It's here. Maybe you need an edible or something.
I can't do edibles.
But I told you it affects them a lot. It affects them.
Because I think of it
I have a subscription to ChatGPT. I want to try it.
No, I've tried ChatGPT. I've used it. It's not like I haven't used it. But I just think that, to your point, there's a limit to what it should be able to do. I was on a panel last week. Thank you, Ibis Valdez, for inviting us. The Mayor Daniela Levin Cava had a panel for Hispanic Heritage Month, and I was one of several.
Nice.
And one of in the audience afterwards, we did the whole thing.
I've talked to her. She's very sweet.
Ibis, yeah, she's very nice. Yeah. And somebody asked, what about AI? And I was the first one who was just like, Let me say right now, AI is a tool. AI is not art. AI cannot create. AI is a tool. Do not use AI for thinking that, I'm not going to pay an artist. I'm going to do it in AI, because ultimately it has no soul and it will not come across the right way.
I think you need to celebrate with like something sweet, because it's really taking an impact on you. Junior, is he going to be okay? Because this is the longest I've heard him speak about this.
I think he's going to make it. He's going to make it. He'll make it to 367.
Do you feel better now?
Until next week, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there'll be some new bullshit with AI by then, and
Breathe.
This is just this is the hill that I'm choosing to die on.
Como he dicho, la piedra que no, como es la cruz que te tocó, something like that.
Yeah, this is the cross I bear. Yeah,
La cruz que me tocó. No, it's not like that. What is the real? Esta es la cruz que me tocó, no sé qué, something like that.
Yeah, this is the hill that I am going to die on.
And unrelated, can I mention something that I saw?
Which, by the way, earlier today, I was interviewing Chef Brad, and
He's fun.
He was a trip and a half. Listen, the fact that I'm not yawning. I think he just woke me up.
I want to congratulate you. Every time that I come, he's yawning. Like in the middle, he's like.
So I had coffee, because I always said if Chef Brad comes to the show, I have to be caffeinated, and I think he just woke me up.
Oh yeah,
but there was a
wake
moment.
Anybody up.
There's for sure. He's a human alarm clock. He'll wake you up. But there was a moment there where he was talking, and at the end of what he was saying, I was like, I'm just gonna be like Roger now, because I don't know how to transition out of this, so I'm not even gonna bother, and we're just gonna shift over to another topic.
There you go. Sometimes you can.
So you're part of my life now in that way.
Well, thank you.
That
interview is gonna. I want to listen to it. I want to watch it because
it's fun.
I had met him briefly for somewhere else, but today I was able to talk to him. He's really cool.
Yeah.
Whenever I launch my podcast,
don't do this, because this is kind of you saying that it's not really going to happen.
Oh no, it's going to happen today.
Okay.
Actually, today I met with the brand. We had a video call with the brand artist that I'm going to be working with. Okay. So because I need. Were you gonna yawn?
You know that I was. I went this whole time without it, and then you mentioned it, and then it was like I was gonna yawn, and I stifled it.
You know what yawning is? Like
Yawn?
Yawning.
Oh, yawning?
Yeah.
Yawning. Like
you were doing that?
Well, I haven't yet, but for the last couple episodes, yes. Every time
he does
Roger,
it in every episode.
I guess so.
In every episode. Where was I going?
So you were going to say something that was not transitioned.
Oh no! But I was saying something
you're branding
about him.
Yes,
so today, because you said no.
Yeah.
No. Today I was meeting with someone. We had a video call regarding the branding, because I need to know more or less what it has to look like. So yeah, I think today was like the big first step for me, and then probably in a couple of weeks I want to go and do a couple of other things that I'll keep you updated with. But hopefully it'll be for next year, like early next year. Cool. But I'll keep you posted on that.
All right.
What I was going to talk about is not transitional at all. It's about Kris Jenner. You know how she became viral because of her facelift, right?
Right.
But I know about faces. I know about Botox. I know about fillers. I know about all that.
You're a resident expert.
Right. And right now I don't have any, which I need. But when
Stop saying that. You don't need it. You look great.
I need it.
You look great.
Thank you,
Shut
but I
the
need it.
hell up.
I need it. I thank you. I need it. Thank you.
great.
Need it. Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Listen, and I'm right now. I'm the one who's sitting the closest to your face, and if it was falling apart, I would tell you.
Thank you. Okay. I'm
And your face takes up my whole screen, and that's because I have a full screen, not because you have a big face.
Not because of my 8 inches of my face.
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. Remember his big face, his 8 inches. Yeah.
No.
How big is the screen? How many inches?
Probably like 7.
Roger sized.
Wow.
It's
Thank
perfect.
you. Coming from
It's
Junior,
perfect
thank you.
sized. It is a BenQ model, perfect sized model.
Thank you.
With a perfect model on here.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much.
Chico.
Chico Mirta?
Are you Chico Mirta?
I am Chico Mirta, 1980.
Te veo aquí.
I want to say, I'm going to stick with 1986. But just text me on Sunday.
I will. If I remember.
Anyhow, back to what I was talking about. So Kris Jenner, when she had her facelift, everyone was like, "Oh my god," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, she had a facelift. Yes, her jawline is better. Her neck is much better." But I'm like, "Are you people stupid? This is photoshopped. You can see it's Photoshop. Piel de porcelana. I'm like, it's Photoshop. First of all, the pictures are Photoshop, and then the videos are Photoshop.
Right.
Not Photoshop. They have
the filters.
They have a filter. It's so obvious to me. So now, this week she was at the premiere of All's Fair with her daughter Kim Kardashian and the whole crew, whatever. And she was wearing this yellow dress or whatever, shirt, oversized shirt. And then they did a face-to-face comparison, back-to-back comparison of what the picture that she actually posted and the picture on the step and repeat.
Like some random person took.
And I'm like, hello, it's what I've been thinking all along. And then it's night and day. It's night and day. But the harm is that people really believe that you can attain that you could be 67 or close to. She looks great. And even with a picture that was the real picture,
she's
she still looked
right,
good.
right.
She looked great. She looked great. Yeah, I agree. But it's not the same thing that, that she puts out there. I don't know why she does that.
I know
she doesn't
why.
need to do that.
Of course she does.
So she's everywhere. You put Kris Kardashian's like the side-by-side pictures of it. So I wanted to mention that.
No, of course. She has to do that because those people have basically the reason we have filters that everybody uses. They are the epitome of unattainable appearance. That entire family, because at this point, Khloe Kardashian looks like she's CGI.
Yeah, but have you seen all of them without filters? La que luce mejor without filters ni nada. I think it would be the most natural is la más pesada Kourtney. She's the most natural.
She's the most la más natural y la más linda is actually Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, she's the only traditionally pretty one there.
No, she also had a nose job. She also had her
Kendall?
teeth done. Yes, and
Or
she
was that
also had her
Kylie?
lips done. Both.
Oh, okay.
If you look at, I've studied.
Because the one I've seen the pictures of is Kylie. I haven't seen any before and afters of.
Listen, their surgeons deserve whatever awards they can get because whatever work they did was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But Kendall had her nose done.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her before and after picture. She had a wide, ¿cómo se llama esto?
A bridge.
A wide bridge.
Mm-hmm.
She had very little lips, and her teeth are different. So now she did her lips, she did her teeth, and she did her nose.
But the thing is that Kendall.
No, I'm talking about Kendall.
No, I'm saying. But the thing is that Kendall looks like her dad, mom, and now, do you remember Bruce Jenner?
I can't stand him.
That's not the question. Do you remember Bruce Jenner?
I'm sorry, I can't stand her.
Do you remember Bruce Jenner in like peak of like Olympics?
Yes.
Bruce, really attractive guy.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
Really good looking guy. Ella salió a él. In terms of appearance.
See, because like more classic beauty.
Because Kris Jenner's not pretty.
No, she's not pretty.
Kris Jenner
When she was younger, she wasn't pretty.
No, Kris Jenner has purchased beauty, but she's not born beautiful.
You're right.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, Kendall is more like just naturally. The base was. She had a better base.
I understand. I agree with you. Just to make sure I'm not misinterpreted. When I said that I don't like Bruce Jenner, we were talking about him before.
Caitlyn now.
Caitlyn. The reason I don't like her, and I would call her her, is because you can be a minority, or and then go out there and talk bad about like gay people.
Right.
Or
Well, you can. You shouldn't.
Well, you shouldn't. You could. So it doesn't mean I have to like you.
Oh, no,
so you
100%,
can go to Ellen and say, "Oh my God, I'm a trans woman and I want people to accept me." Blah 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 blah. But I don't believe in
See, this
gay
and this,
people
yeah.
adopting and the blah blah. I'm like, wait, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I don't like her.
Well, but remember, all that happened there was that a rich white man turned into a rich white woman. So
Yeah. It didn't go through what that has to go through.
It is what it is. But I did, and I said Kris Jenner. I did see a meme of several pictures of her, with her new face, and she in all of the pictures is wearing gloves. And somebody was like, "So we're just never going to see her hands ever again, right?"
You're right, because that's how you can tell. You can
Because
tell
that's
in
the one thing you
hands.
cannot get rid of.
Actually, let me tell you about it. Yes, you can.
This is the learn part of the
First
show.
of all, you can laser off all of manchas. My whole family is full of manchas, completely. I've always worn not gloves, but sunblock in my hands because when you're driving. So I'm very aware of that. So and the other thing that they do is when you become very wrinkly in your hands, they can pump you with fillers.
They can put fillers in your hands.
Because when you get very old, you're like you have like holes.
Yeah.
So what they do is they put fillers y te rellenan.
I didn't
So
know that
it
they
look-
even could
Yes,
do that. Just
yes.
because space-wise, I just didn't know there was enough space in there.
They do. They put fillers y te los rellenan. So they can do that too.
I wonder how
It's
painful
hard.
that is, though.
I don't know, but I've seen some of them and it looks como que si tuvieras hinchado, like something bit you. 'Cause
Like you
it's-
just had a lot of salt.
Yeah, or like literally you're retaining a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it looked that great. But there's things you can do for that as well. But it's the one that's most difficult to do.
Yeah, that and the neck is the two that.
Very difficult to.
Yeah.
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 I wish I could do that.
Oh, shut
But I
up!
don't have the money right now.
Stop it.
I would do that. Do a little tuck
You
here.
look great.
A little tuck here. A little tuck.
There are
here.
people in their 20s who wish they looked as good as you.
Thank you, Ishmael. You know how much she paid for her surgery?
More than all of her make?
$300,000, and she
Okay,
had
I'll
an
make more than
agreement. She had an agreement with the surgeon. The surgeon had an agreement with her that she should not say his name. He doesn't. He's not.
Really?
He doesn't have a website.
Why?
He's not on social media because he's not into that. He doesn't want it. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want it. So that was the agreement.
So why did he agree to do it with her?
No,
I'm just curious,
Well,
like, because
yeah,
most
I'll
times,
tell-
especially when you're going with publicity whores like the Kardashians,
Because you have to
the reason
sign.
you do it, no, but the reason you work with the Kardashians, I'm thinking from a marketing perspective, the reason you work with any of those women is for the fame and notoriety that comes with the association. So it's interesting that he was like, no, don't talk about me at all.
He only works through references. If you don't know someone that like Soho House, you could have just joined Soho House. You have to know someone.
Yeah.
So unless you knew someone that would recommend you to him, he would not see you. So the agreement that he had that they signed was that she was not to say that it was him, because again, he's not on social media. He doesn't have a website or any of that. But then what happened was that another plastic surgeon started taking credit and say, "Oh no, I did it." Blah 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 blah. And then she called him and said, "Look, I know we have the agreement." You know that,
But it's not right.
But I don't think it's right. And then she's like, "Are you okay with that?" And then he's like, "Well, from now on, I'm okay with that if you say that, but there has to be a code word. So from now on, anyone that you will recommend has to have a code, so I know it comes directly from you."
Ay, this is too much trouble para quitarte la arruga.
Yeah. Pero man, it worked. And now he doesn't charge 300,000.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's why
You know how much he charges?
$1 million, I'm sure.
500,000.
There you go. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you are working with the Kardashians, you want everybody to know, because
But Ishmael, listen to me. If
that's the reason you do it.
If you have three guests. If you have 3 clients in 1 week, just 3.
Oh, no, that's
you're
true.
making
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
$1 million a month. That's
in-
4
in
million
a month. Yeah, yeah.
And if you have 2, I mean,
Sí.
so no le hace falta.
Multiplica, yeah.
No le hace falta.
No, you're right. Okay, fine. We won't tell his name.
That's just like added information.
But I'll find the code for you, just so that, you know, when you have the money, you can.
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
I'll figure it
I
out.
totally would deep plain facelift, tiny. Oh yeah. Hell
How do
yeah.
you feel about that, Eric? About his
Oh my god, if I had money, I will do a lot of things on my face.
really,
I will take out all
really?
the
But you
wrinkles I
are
have,
so ruggedly handsome. Like, why would you do that?
because you can always, I don't know, it's like you have to do the thing who makes you feeling better. So like if
get-
you have like
yeah.
you know, like I'm not judging people who are doing surgery, because like if they want to do that,
Oh, it's not.
maybe
I'm not
they
paying for
give
it.
them like some things that maybe I don't see,
Right.
and I think like, oh, you don't need to do that. But whatever, if they have the feeling that they need the thing, like good for them.
Okay. No, I mean, I
So
get
if
it.
I had more money, I would do like a lot of things.
No, because like if you were ugly, I would say yes, do it. But you're not.
Just say thank you, Eric. Tell him thank you.
Thank you. But why?
Because he says if you were ugly, and then
Yeah, that's why if I look like you, I wouldn't do anything. Like seriously, you have very classic, rugged, handsome features. So no, it's like the dark eyebrows, like even your stubble is like European sexy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like your beard, because it's like not full beard, but it's just like, I don't know. There's something very like you know, sexy European about you. Now, if you looked like, you know, an ass with warts, then yes, I would say please get all of the surgery.
Because he probably doesn't. He means like a butt with like full of like warts. It's like
Okay. I get it.
like pimples. Yeah, then I would be like, no, get it. I'll pay for it. I'll
Yeah,
help you.
because you see the surgery. You see the surgery like for ugly people who want to be pretty.
That's okay.
No, but you see the. You think that people are going to use the surgery? It's because they think they are ugly, or
Well, no,
it's just
no.
Like for me, it's just a correction, you know. Like
Oh no. I'm just saying, if you are hideous, I get it. Like I get why you would want surgery if you're just so ugly that like children scream and cry. But if you're not, then why would you?
okay.
I don't know, because we all have like complex.
Yeah,
Like,
that's complex. No,
So-
I get it. I don't know. It's just I look at it from the perspective of like,
For example, me, I'm smoking. And when you're smoking, you have like little riddle here, like with the age.
right?
And the most you're smoking, the
Here, I thought it was
yeah.
here.
No, it's here, like here.
Oh,
a
okay.
lot.
Well, that has
And
a
so that I would love to take it out.
well. There's a cheaper solution to that too.
What?
He says there's a cheaper solution to that, which means that you would stop smoking.
Just stop smoking, and you know that'll help too.
What?
See, now he's just playing dumb.
I can-
now
I-
he's se está haciendo
Je ne
bobo.
comprends pas.
You're judging me because I'm smoking. That's what you say.
He is.
No. I'm offering a suggestion as to a cheaper alternative to help the procedure you want to have.
But I don't ask any suggestions about the topic.
And the French guy, on that
But
note,
if I waited for anybody to ask on my show, I'd never talk.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm going to pass on the topic because I don't want to do a therapy couple.
Listen, if you want to get things done, get things done. I just, it's not for me. That's, at the end of the day.
It is for me.
Junior, what are you going to have done?
Junior, we need to see
Un pan con bistec.
Un pan con bistec. ¿No te vas a arreglar los juanetes?
No,
Okay.
yo no me toco nada.
You're still too young. You don't need anything.
No.
I always forget. How old are you again,
I look
Junior?
30 years older than I'm supposed to.
Shut your face.
He's like 35, he said? No.
37. I was here when Elian was here. Do you remember the Elian thing? Elian, amigo,
I
Miami está contigo. You remember?
I was there, dude. I'm
Yeah.
probably in some
Roger
of
led
the,
the
lived
chance.
I'm in some of the pictures.
I can't believe it.
That's true.
Oh.
That's also where
Alguien resucitó.
Bill from Las Paredes Oyen was working also
Oh, really?
for the police department at that time.
Oh.
Yeah.
People made a lot of money there because where we would go live in front of these people's homes, which is a regular street, they would charge like $100, $200 a day, $300 a day. Y estuvieron ahí. And then
For like parking?
yeah. And they would be like, okay, tú te parqueas aquí, son 200 para aquí. Hay espacio. Ganas 7, te quieres parquear aquí, 200 más. They would be making $400, $500, $600
Man.
a day. And they would give you lunch. And sometimes they would bring it, because I mean, especially the corner ones have people everywhere. They were making.
Oh, no. See, that's why I would throw a wrench in the plans here, because we would have showed up con Pin Pan Pollo and we would have sold.
Oh, you
fuck
would have done
that.
great.
The guayaba y queso wings alone.
Wow, yeah.
Sold
Missed
out.
opportunity. Sold out. Missed opportunity.
That's time travel.
Y yo con los key lime pies. Y los brownies. ¿Quién quiere un key lime pie?
¿Quién quiere un brownie?
¿Quién quiere un brownie? Yeah. Esos
Always
cubanos.
hustling.
Próximo escándalo.
Esos cubanos. Remember like
We'll
it was
have
today?
tremendo pop-up.
They made a lot of money, let me tell you. They made a lot of money. A lot of money.
sure.
A lot of money.
All right. Well, we're going to take another break. And when we come back, it's going to be time for Last Cafecito. We started this podcast 8 years ago with one goal: be our authentic selves and make sure our culture was always front and center. It's not always easy, but nobody ever said being bold was easy. And for over 100 years, no café has known that better than Café La Llave. It takes a certain level of bold to unapologetically keep your culture alive. Pero let me tell you, Café La Llave is doing just that. So when you're being true to who you are and hustling to achieve your dreams, of course you're enjoying Café La Llave Cafecito. After all, it's brewed bold for the bold. And we're back. All right. So
Yes,
it is
we
time
are.
for our last cafecitos.
Yes.
All right. So do you want to go first?
No, I'll let you go first.
All right. So
But thank you.
my last cafecito is for an Instagram profile called @VHSDates. Now, do you remember back in
Yes.
the 80s and 90s when people would do dating profiles, like before Tinders and Grinders and all that, they would go to like those dating services and they would record themselves, and then people would basically say, I'm looking for this, and they would send you like all of these profiles, and it was people talking about themselves to try and get dates.
No.
You don't remember any of this, like video dating?
No, but where would you see it on TV?
No. So okay, so you would, it was like a service. So you would go to a
I missed this so much.
what?
I miss this so much.
You were on it?
Oh, hell no.
They're talking I'm so confused. A video service in the
it was-
80s?
Yeah, it was on TV.
Okay, right.
Yes, and they
So-
would like literally show these people, and they would explain themselves
Right.
in this dating profile.
So
Hey, ladies, my name's Carl, and I really like long
But it was
walks
a
on the
show?
beach.
No.
I'm a handyman,
No.
and
So-
I can be handy for you.
So
I
the
can
way
get-
the way it would work is you would like let's okay
Thank
there was a thing, actually thank you for that because I think it helped out. I think it went a long way towards
you for
helping. So you would go to like let's say a studio, okay? And you would do your dating profile. So like you would do that, but he would just say, you know, hi, I'm Fulano and I love this and I'm looking for a woman who does this and da 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 da. All right. Okay, great. So you film your profile.
Okay.
Then part of what you were paying for is creating the profile, but then you would also tell them, I am looking for someone between this age and this age, this ethnicity that wants children, blah, 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 blah.
Got it.
Then they would take all of those profiles that other people would record of themselves or that they would record of other people that fit your description,
Okay.
and they would send it, they would give you the tape. You would go home. Everybody would have a number. So if my profile would come up, I would be number 1, you'd be number 2, number 3, number 4.
But where would you see this?
At your house on the
But how do you know of
VCRs.
the service? Like how? Like where?
They would advertise the services
On
like on
TV?
TV. Yeah.
I never saw this.
Yeah. And then you would basically go back to the place and be like, hi, I would like you to give numbers 1, 10, 25, and 16 my information.
Is it Miami?
No, this was nationwide.
Why don't I know that?
This was nationwide. So basically, now there's an Instagram profile called @VHSDates that they found a bunch of these tapes. Yes. And they've edited them, you know, a little, because some of these things were probably very long. And so they've edited them down to, you know, like a reel. So it's about a minute and change. And then you just go through it and you're watching, you know, these people be like, hi, I'm so-and-so. And I'm looking for somebody who likes to drink, but not too much because I like to be the drunk. And like just random shit like that. And I recently went
wanna
down
see that, but I think I put
went
it in
down
wrong.
a rabbit hole the other day, and it was, hold on, I'm gonna help you. Let's see, VHS. I think this is it.
No, it only
No.
has like 20.
Oh no, you put
What did I put?
hold on, let me check. But VHS dates, not tapes, dates. And it's a great way to spend like a good half an hour just watching these videos because they are hilarious. Part of the funny of it is also that they edit them
Of course,
down.
I get the
you know,
best.
so to just pull the best parts,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Exactly. But it's great. Like there was this one lady who she was telling the whole story, and then all of a sudden at the end she's like, you know, yeah, I have a twin sister, and you know, but we had a big fight and we haven't spoken in years, and that's where it ends. And I'm like, what a downer. Like
my
just
God. Yeah,
you
what
know,
would you say
like what do
that?
you say to that? So yes, VHS dates
I have
on
it.
Instagram.
Y lo personal.
Oh, it's great because again, it's la época. You know what I mean? So the fashions, there's people there who probably look at they're 73 and are probably 22.
So this is like in the
Like-
early 80s, you said?
Yeah, it's like the 80s, maybe some are like early 90s.
How can I have not known about this?
You had no clue.
no clue. I mean, look at her hairdo. Yeah. I
Oh
know.
no, they're great.
Wow. Oh my God. You just gave me something to do. I love that.
I gave something for all of our Pero Primos to do. So yes, VHS dates.
Okay, mine is not as exciting as yours. Mine is a two-parter. I asked during commercial break if I could do a two-parter.
Yeah, more cafecito the better.
Okay, the last cafecito is when, Eric, when we say something nice or something about someone or whatever, something that you like.
That we're
whatever.
enjoying, yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do. I don't know whether to end with a emotional one or with a cool one. I'm gonna end with the emotional one.
That's it. I was gonna say
I made
that,
an
yeah.
executive decision.
There you go.
Okay. So my first cafecito goes to Eric.
Oh, yay!
Una
I was
galleta
not prepared
silenciosa.
to that.
Nothing but because the reason that my last cafecito is gonna be for him is because this weekend it's true. He spent the weekend cooking, and then on Monday, like he prepared everything. We bought everything. He prepared every single thing. He did appetizers. He did main courses. He prepared the drinks. He made bread from scratch. He made this big dessert from scratch that was amazing. We had my parents over. He served everybody. At the end, he even washed dishes. Well, we have a dishwasher, but he helped clean up. And then he actually gave me some time because it was a friend of mine from P-Town that was here to like spend a little bit of time
Willie
with
was in
him.
town?
So he did all of that. And I didn't do much. So thank you for that.
Welcome, my pleasure.
Okay, and then the other more sentimental thing that I wanted to go over, which will be I'll keep it quick. Sometimes we all go through adversity in life, right? And we could be having a bad day or many things can be going wrong, and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, and you don't appreciate all and we've talked about this before, all the wonderful things that we're blessed with. And sometimes when you're going through struggle, whatever it might be, it's kind of hard to see those positive things that you have, right? And I have a very good friend of mine, I can say her name. Her name is Michelle, and Michelle's husband is a cardiologist, and he was doing great. You know, he was had his practice. He was doing great, and about 5-6 years ago, he started his health started deteriorating. You know, he was in bed with bed sores. He had to close his practice, and he was doing really bad to the point that he needed a kidney transplant. And he's and that was the only way. The guy's only like 60 years old. Looks great. He has 2 kids. One started in college. So, a few months ago they had to get on a list to get a transplant. Mm-hmm. And on Sunday she texts me and she's like, "Oh my God, Roger, they just called me." And he got there it was in May. It could take up to 2 years. Jeez. And then she wrote me and we talked, and by the time we spoke, he was already in surgery because they called you. So he's in surgery. He's doing great. He's gonna get a new lease on life pretty much, and he's gonna hopefully, God willing, be able to live. He's gonna be able to have a life again,
quality life.
And she's like, "Man, I prayed so much, and God answered my prayers." So I'm very happy for them and that family. It's a great family, and the fact that he was able to get a donor when it seemed that it wasn't going to happen. So I'm very happy for them, and appreciates how lucky we all are.
Yeah,
that some people are fighting literally to stay alive, and so that was my last cafecito. I divided it between 2.
That's okay. They're both very well deserving cafecitos. All right. Cher makes an appearance.
Sure.
All right. Well, everybody, that's our episode. We hope you listened, laughed, and learned. And as always, make sure you grab your pastelito, your croqueta, and your cafecito. And that was episode 366. Getting close to the end of the year.
Bye to Eric.
And that's right. God. Bye, Eric. Sorry.
And Junior.
Let's say bye to everybody now. Okay, fine. Bye, everyone.
Junior, next week you're gonna have 20 seconds.